Hey Algebra 2, today we're going to be talking about the fundamental counting principle. Well, we use the fundamental counting principle when we're trying to figure out different combinations of how many options we have given the information we're given. And you'll see here, in our first example, it says how many three-digit numbers, sorry, that should say how many three-digit numbers, sorry about that, can be formed from the 5 digits 1, 2, 4, 7, 9 if no digit may be repeated in a number. So we're trying to figure out how many different 3-digit numbers can we make from these 5 digits. Remember, it says no digit may be repeated in a number. Well, these are fairly simple. First, if we think about, we have 3 number options, okay, to make a 3-digit number. Well, the first, we have 5 choices for the first number. And if we take that away, for the second number, we have 4 choices. And then after that, we have 3 choices. So the fundamental counting principle says you're going to take these numbers and you're going to multiply them. Okay? So we have 5 times 4 is 20 times 3, which is 60. So there's 60 3-digit numbers that can be formed using these 5 numbers. Again, it's pretty simple. Again, the thing to look out for is no digit may be repeated. That's the thing you have to look for when it says it can be or cannot be. Our next example says how many 4-digit numbers can be formed from these digits if a digit may be repeated. So now it may be repeated. So we have these 4. Well, here we have 5 options for the first number. But again, it can be repeated. So we still have 5 options for the second, 5 options for the third, 5 options for the fourth. So again, we multiply these together. We end up with 625 numbers. Okay? There's 625 different combinations of these 4 numbers, or of these 5 numbers to make a 4-digit number. And again, they can be repeated. So you could get 2222. That could be our 4-digit number. Okay? Now our next example. Now we have a little word problem here. Here's ones that you guys are more interested in. A manufacturer makes school jackets in 4 different colors. Each jacket is available in 5 fabrics, 3 kinds of collars, and a choice of buttons or a zipper. So when you guys have to get your Letterman jackets, you're going to have to make some decisions. Well, we have to take all our different options. We're going to multiply them together. So there's 4 different colors. Okay, 4 colors. We have 5 fabrics. We have 3 collars, 3 different types of collars. It says a choice of button or zipper. So you have 2 choices with buttons or zipper. Okay? It says if the jackets are also available with or without the school name. So now we have 2 options. With name or without name. So here's all the different options that we have. How many different types of jackets does a manufacturer make? So we're going to take these numbers, 4 times 5 times 3 times 2 times 2, and we're going to multiply all of those together. So when you multiply all that together, we end up with 240. So we have 240 different types of jackets. Okay? Again, the fundamental accounting principle is fairly simple. Again, we just take our different options, we multiply them together. Okay? So again, 4 times 5 times 3 times 2 times 2, we get 240. And our last example for the day, it says, in how many different ways can 7 waiters be assigned to 7 tables if each waiter serves 1 table? Okay? Well, if you think about it, we have 7 tables. 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 different waiters that can serve the first table, but that waiter's gone now, so now there's 6 left, and then 5 left, and then 4 left, then 3, then 2, then 1. So what we're going to end up doing is multiplying all these together. So definitely you would probably want your calculator there. You end up with 5,040. So there's 5,040 different ways that 7 waiters can be assigned to 7 different tables. Okay, if each waiter serves 1 table. Now this format that it's set up like this, where it's 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, all being multiplied. Another way of writing this looks like this. 7 with an exclamation point. The way we actually say that, we say 7 factorial. Okay? Factorial. Factorial means you start with a number and you multiply by every integer decreasing all the way to 1. So 3 factorial is equal to 3 times 2 times 1. 4 factorial will be 4 times 3 times 2 times 1, and so on. So some of you guys will have this button. Most of you guys should, if not all, have this button on your calculator. The factorial there, it might look like this. Okay? This is what the exclamation point means. It means factorial. It means you start with this number and work your way down by multiplying. 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. Okay? And this is the fundamental counting principle. Again, if it doesn't get repeated, we start off with 5 options, 4 options, and 3 options. Here, it could be repeated, so there's 5 options for the first, still 5 for the second, 5 for the third, 5 to the fourth. And then again right here, what we did was we took the different options for each different type, so colors, fabrics, collars, and etc. And we multiply those together to get the amount of different types of jackets. And lastly, this is what factorial is. Starting with the number and working your way down integers and multiplying them together. Okay? Alright, well, good luck. That is the fundamental counting principle.